Kishi Station, a small and remote stop on the Wakayama Electric Railway's Kishigawa line, was emblematic of many rural Japanese train stations facing decline in the early 2000s. Once a bustling transit hub, the station now saw fewer than 100 passengers a day. The surrounding area, once vibrant, was suffering from depopulation as younger generations moved to bigger cities. With the station barely bringing in revenue, maintaining operations had become a financial burden on the railway company. For the locals, the closure of the station would have meant not only losing transportation access, but also losing a part of their town's identity as symbol of connection to the wider world. The threat of closure loomed large, and it seemed like there was no way to stop it.
Tama, the small calico stray, had always been a fixture around the station. She lived with other stray cats near Kishi Station, surviving off food given by locals and station staff. The station's manager, Toshiko Koyama, developed a special bond with her. As Tama grew more comfortable around humans, she began greeting passengers, offering a familiar, friendly face to those who passed through the station. When Wakayama Electric Railway was faced with the possibility of closing the station, Mr. Koyama had an idea: why not make Tama an official part of the station? It was a creative yet desperate attempt to draw attention to the struggling station. In 2007, Tama was officially named Stationmaster. Her new responsibilities were simple: continue lounging around the station and greeting passengers. But the sight of this small cat wearing a stationmaster's cap struck a chord, not just with locals, but with people across Japan.
The appointment of a cat as stationmaster became national news, a story that seemed to touch on both nostalgia and novelty. The image of Tama, dignified in her stationmaster hat, spread across the country, featured in newspapers, television segments, and eventually on international platforms. Tourists, both curious and charmed by the idea, began flocking to Kishi Station. They traveled from all over Japan, and some even from overseas, just to catch a glimpse of this feline stationmaster. Visitor numbers skyrocketed. What was once an almost abandoned station was now bustling with life. Tama's calm presence seemed to give the station a renewed sense of purpose. Not only did Tama greet passengers, but she also became a symbol of resilience and charm for the local community. Her presence created a sense of joy and wonder, transforming Kishi Station into a destination.
Tama's fame quickly translated into economic revival, not just for the station but for the entire town of Kinokawa. Tama merchandise became wildly popular. The station began selling plush toys, figurines, keychains, and more, all featuring Tama in her iconic stationmaster cap. Shops and restaurants near the station started seeing increased foot traffic as tourists flooded in. Local hotels reported a spike in bookings, and even other stations along the Kishigawa line saw a rise in passengers as visitors made a day trip out of their journey. In 2008, the Wakayama Electric Railway promoted Tama to Super Station Master, an unprecedented title that came with a salary paid in cat food, of course, and her own office. Her promotional ceremony was a large public event, drawing hundreds of attendees, including company executives and media. The railway company even designed and introduced the Tama Densha, a train decorated with images of Tama, featuring seats with cat-themed upholstery and even paw prints on the floor. Tama had single-handedly transformed a dying station into a tourist attraction worth visiting, pulling the entire town out of economic decline.
Tama continued her role as station master until her passing in 2015, leaving behind a legacy that transcended the station she helped save. More than 3 million people visited Kishi Station during her time as station master, and her impact on the local economy was estimated to be over 1.1 billion yen. Tama became so beloved that upon her passing, the railway company held a grand Shinto funeral to honor her contribution, attended by hundreds of mourners, including local residents, railway executives, and fans who had traveled from afar. A bronze statue of Tama was erected outside Kishi Station, and her image is still seen in the Tama Densha train, which continues to operate as a tribute to her. Today, her successor Tama carries on the tradition of a feline station master. Tama's story is now an iconic piece of Japan's cultural fabric, demonstrating the power of community and how even the smallest, most unexpected figures can make an enormous difference.